What is up, everybody? Welcome to, I think this is episode 3, Mass Mutation versus Call of the Archons. We've got Mass Mutation on our left-hand side, SAS of 71. Stats will be included. And on the Coda, which is the right-hand side, we've got a SAS of 71 as well. So they're just reviewing the Archon cards before we get started. Looks like Mass Mutation gets to go first here. Let's see what is played. Houses are Logos, Dis, and Star Alliance. For Mass Mutation and for Coda, we've got Brobnar, Shadows, and Mars. So this is going to be a very interesting matchup with no houses being the same. First turn play, Crewman Yorg, 3-power creature. Action: if Crewman Yorg has no Star Alliance neighbors, you are able to steal 1.
Mars, Grabber Jammer, and Philo Bolter.
Grabber Jammer and Silo Bolter comes down for DC Trays. Very formidable battle line already begun here with Grabber Jammer making Chaos Chrono's keys cost +1.
Logos, diametric charge with 2 damage pips.
What is that? That is awesome.
Grabber Jammer. So 1 damage goes through, and then I'll target him for 1 damage, 2 splash. So 3 damage on him. And him, 1 on him.
Yep.
So diametric charge with 2 damage icons, and a bonus icon manages to deal 3 to Grabber Jammer. Chaos Chrono's side is now getting really intimidating here with the Demobot, Umbrabot, and the Quixo.
Shadows. Skeleton Key. Routine Job to steal 1.
Yep.
Skeleton Key drops down, Routine Job allows DC Trace to steal 1.
DDT. Deal 2 damage to
Relentless Whispers comes down, dealing 2 damage to Umbrabot. Wouldn't have anything to steal either way, so at least he gets the spot damage down. Both players looking to establish a board here before any Ember generation gets going.
Logos. Quixo will take out Grabber Jammer.
Okay.
Quixo, Skirmish, Fight, Draw a card, takes out Grabber Jammer. Also a Skirmish creature, so he actually doesn't take any damage back when he initiates a fight.
Umbrabot will trade with you as well. Bolter.
Fair trade there.
Reap here. Start a card from your hand if you do draw a card. So let's discard.
Nice play, in my opinion, using the already damaged Umbrabot to take out the Silo Bolter. Wouldn't really want to run Demobot into anything right now. You can use the Destroyed effect later, which is steal 1. Since it's pretty even, I think that was a good play.
Brobnar. So Bumpsy to lose 1.
Yep.
Loses the only Ember he managed to generate that turn with Bumpsy. Very annoying card.
Ganger Chieftain, ready to fight the Bumpsy. Fight Quixo.
Okay.
Take 3.
Bumpsy taking Quixo down. Nice. Eliminates the draw power.
And
Grenade Snib for insurance. And manages to drop a Gauntlet of Command. Turn after turn, DC Trace has managed to drop at least 2 creatures of a house. So this is looking pretty good for him, especially considering that Mars and Brobnar aren't always your fastest houses. Being able to get them on the board is going to be very important here.
Let's go this.
yeah.
This is called by Chaos Chrono.
Mark a disc on Ganger Chieftain.
Mark of this, dealing 2 to Ganger Chieftain. It is a play effect. Deal 2 damage to a creature. If it is not destroyed, its controller must choose that creature's house as their active house on their next turn.
Gateway.
Okay.
Manages to wipe the
resolve,
board.
Grenade step first, so I lose this number. And then I'll resolve the Amabot, so I'll steal 1. Wipes the board, get 3 chains.
Okay.
That is a dangerous, dangerous play there. Managing to wipe the board, taking all of his Brobnar creatures out. Will
Once I
DC
complete my-
Trays
because the creature died on my turn, captures
be
1.
able to play
Soulkeeper,
anything Brobnar this turn?
Get an Amber. Reap.
Bonesaw drops down ready because creatures were destroyed. Soulkeeper pops.
Draw to 5, lose a chain.
And the capture actually occurs because of Bonesaw's bonus capture icon. So that's pretty good.
Send that out.
It's okay.
Okay. Brother. Grenade snip and gauntlet of command to ready and fight.
Okay, lose 2.
Yeah.
Manages to drop a grenade snip down. Running into Bonesaw, so
Pass.
at least DC Trace manages to take 2 Ember away from Chaos Chrono during that turn. Pretty good.
This. Essence scale.
Double Essence Scale.
Reap.
Okay.
Having multiples of Essence Scale, in my opinion, has been
Chain.
very questionable. I feel like you'd have to have a pretty creature-heavy deck to manage using both of them efficiently and effectively, but at the very least, you'll be able to draw into them a lot quicker, and you'll get 2 bonus icons, bonus pips out of them. Ember pips.
Shadows. Carlo Phantom. Long fuse mines. Gain 1, steal 1.
Carlo Phantom with the long fused mines, and another artifact manages to use Carlo Phantom's effect, stealing 1 for every artifact played while he is on the board. This is a very, once again, this game is just another back and forth, so it's looking like a really fun one.
Logos. Optic Inquiry. Get an Amber. Archive 2 cards.
Okay.
Eclectic Inquiry is played, allowing Chaos Chrono to archive the top 2 cards of his deck.
Cyberclone. Purge. Here.
Cyberclone purges the Carlo Phantom, and Cyberclone is now
Umpire. Skirmish.
the Carlo Phantom.
Losing the last chain, draw to 5.
Mars. Battlefleet.
Battlefleet, let's see what kind of hand is going to be dealt here. And 3 cards come down, allowing DC Trace to draw 3 cards due to Battlefleet. Let's see what kind of turn is in store.
Discard.
Phosphor Stars is discarded.
Key abduction for the Amber. John Smythe and
John Smith and Blip is dropped. John Smith, fight Reap. Ready a non-agent Mars creature, is also a 2-power elusive creature. Blip Reap, the next Mars creature you play this turn enters play ready. So a lot of in-house boons, as expected of Mars, which is probably, in my opinion, why they've decided to kind of
Starlines.
keep it in the back pocket by FFG. See what kind of Mars. I'm excited for what kind of Mars set we'll be getting in the future,
John Smith.
and how Mars will change by then.
Hadron Collision to kill Blip.
So we got Hadron Collision and Particle Sweep knocking out both creatures, and a Demo Alien drops on the board. This is still a fairly close game here. We've got 5 Ember for DC Trays versus 4 Ember for Chaos Chrono. Whole lot of artifacts on DC Trays' side, but there are 3 more creatures on Chaos Chrono's board.
Brotnar.
Mm-hmm.
Sound the horns.
Sound the horns coming down, which is allowing him to
Fire spitter.
discard
Yeah.
the top card of his deck until he gets a Brobnar creature, and he can put that creature into his hand.
I'm gonna play Punch on Bonesaw.
Punches the
Yeah.
Bonesaw.
Screech Bomb.
Screech Bomb comes down. Nasty.
Fire Spitter. War Drummer. Bring it back. Put it down. Follow the command using Fire Spitter. Fight here.
Okay.
That's gonna kill it anyway. You have one there as well. Let's check.
Very big turn here for DC Trays. Manages to do a bunch of different things, leading him up to 8 Ember with 2 creatures out. And he's in a pretty sweet position to forge a key here.
Let's go with this, picking up my archives.
Okay.
This is called Chaos Chrono picks up his archives. Let's see what is gonna happen.
Dark Minion, Inspector, Infernus.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, 3 pretty good creatures come down with the Infernus naturally. Will Chaos Chrono have what he needs to take DC Trays off a key? Not too sure, but based on what I've seen, it might not seem that way. That might not be the case. That's what I'm trying to say.
And then Essence Scale.
Mm-hmm.
Destroy him to steal one.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty good move there. Manages to actually take DC Trays off a key using Essence Scale to knock out his own Demo Alien, allowing him to steal one.
Essence Scale, Inspector.
Mm-hmm.
Essence Scale on the Inspector to ready Infernus.
Mm-hmm.
Because Inspector is destroyed, the effect triggers, your opponent purges a random card from their hand, and it is Poison Wave that is purged. Quite the efficient play there by Chaos Chrono.
I'll reap with Infernus.
Mm-hmm.
And in a very fun and nicely sequenced turn of events, it is now Chaos Chrono out here for his first key with DC Trays at 5 Ember.
Shadows. Dodger. Skeleton. You have 5. 6, right?
6, yeah.
Skeleton Key. Fire Spitter.
DC Trays drops a Dodger, plays Skeleton Key to take Chaos Chrono off a key by capturing 1 Ember and placing it on Fire Spitter. Subtle Maul is played, allowing him to discard Anthony. What an amazing pull. I think that is a great discard. And once again, we have yet to forge our first key 14 minutes into the game. This is very, very close, ladies and gentlemen. If you are interested in unboxing videos, I also do them. Please feel free to check out the Mass Mutation unboxing playlist. I do a bunch of them. I do them every 2 days or so, so just, stay tuned and hopefully it's fun. If you have any other suggestions on what type of videos you want to see, let me know in the comment section below and I will be more than happy to review and oblige.
Starlights.
Okay.
Scout Pete.
Okay.
Look at the top card deck. I may discard that card.
Scout Pete, look at the top card of your deck. You may discard the card. If you don't decide to discard it, it just goes back right on top. I am fairly impressed at how the Coda deck is actually managing to stay on pace with what I would say is a very quick deck with Logos and Starlines managing to work together here.
Brotnar. Gauntlet of Command on Dodger to use it to
DC Trays uses Gauntlet of Command to fight Dodger into Dark Minion. Everybody takes 1 damage,
Armor on that side.
and he manages to steal 1 because of resolving that fight effect on Dodger. So once again, he is at 8 Ember here.
Pass check.
Logos.
Pretty good position to forge a key.
Okay.
Logos is called Effervescent Principle drops down, making DC Trays lose half his Ember, so he's down to 4 with Chaos Chrono down to 2. Very well timed play there. I think that was a very important turn for him here. Redacted and Fission Bloom drops down. Redacted is a beautiful card. After you choose Logos as your active house, put 1 Ember counter on from the common supply on Redacted. When there are 4 or more Redacted Ember on Redacted, destroy it and forge a key at no cost.
Ragnar?
Yep.
Reap. Reap.
Goes with Brobnar once more, manages to reap and get himself to a key.
Another command Dodger to fight Tink.
Gauntlet of Command runs into
Oh, yeah,
Dodger.
elusive, no?
Teleporter Tink
Yeah,
is
sorry.
elusive, so he just pops the elusive,
Yeah.
but manages to steal 1 in the process.
Check.
So he has checked for 7 here. It has been a back and forth, ladies and gentlemen. They have been managing to take each other off a key every turn they got on check up until now, so let's see what happens.
Swing Cave.
Okay.
Very artifact heavy on both sides here.
Infernus.
Mm-hmm.
Whew! Double Infernus. Titan Engineer actually makes keys cost +1, so if that ain't double annoying, I don't know what is. Relentless Whispers and Sound the Horns gets purged as a result, making DC Trays lose 2 Ember there. So neither player back off. So neither player is on track for a key now.
Take up War Drummer. 3 damage onto Infernus.
Okay.
Infernus fights into War Drummer.
Essence Scale Dark Minion.
Mm-hmm.
Dealing 1 damage to your guys.
Mm-hmm.
Essence scales Dark Minion out in order for him to use what would be another disc creature to ready and use.
Trade with Dodger.
Very good play there. Manages to take out the Dodger, which has actually put in some work due to Gauntlet of Command on Brobnar turns this game. Both players are also down to their last couple cards here in their deck, meaning they'll be cycling very soon. No keys yet from what could be their first deck cycle. Very close game here.
Mars. Grabber Jammer. Mind Warper. Bolter. Discard this.
And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, the annoying Mars creatures come down. Oh boy, we got Mind Warper, which has an action, choose an enemy creature. It captures 1 from its own side. Grabber Jammer as well, and a Ixleo Bolter.
Starlines.
Okay.
Action Tank.
Mm-hmm.
To use the Infernus.
Mm-hmm.
Uses Teleporter Tink's
You'll
action
run
to
into
switch positions with Infernus,
Spitter.
readying and
Dealing
using
damage.
Infernus, allowing him to run into Fire Spitter.
Scout Pete will run into Grabber Jammer.
Mm-hmm. Yes, 3, right?
Yep.
Alright, Scout Pete runs into Grabber Jammer.
Red Alert, deal 2 to everything on your side.
Mm-hmm.
Which should kill these 3, leaving Bolter with 2 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Red Alert, very big and well-timed Red Alert there, manages to wipe the board that DC Trays had just created and getting his Ember back from the Fire Spitter. And it looks like, based on what I'm seeing, keys are now back at 6 Ember cost. Anthony comes down. It looks like he's got 2 Anthonys, managing to take all 5 of his Ember
Blast shielding.
with a blast shielding. Whew. Formidable guy. So Anthony, capture all of your opponent's Ember on a play.
So I'll shuffle and drop.
At the end of your turn, move 1 Ember from Anthony to your opponent's pool. Observe You Max comes down as well with a draw bonus icon. This creature gains fight, reap, capture 1.
Drawing 1. I'll leave it at that. Then a turn returns 1 to you.
Guys, this is amazing. We are 24 minutes in and not a single key forged. This is crazy. Subtle Maul comes down. Let's see what is discarded here. Mark of Dis. That is a huge discard in favor of DC Trays. Too much to protect comes down for the Amber bonus, and Massis Asp comes down with Routine Job, stealing 2 because the first one is in the discard pile there. An absolutely swingy game here with really just so much back and forth. I am having a lot of fun watching this. I hope you guys are too. And both players have gone through their first deck cycle and no keys forged. The back and forth is insane here.
Starlight. Election here.
Starlight is called using Chief Teleporter, or Teleporter Chief Tank, rather. Switching with Titan Engineer, allowing him to use it and trade with Massis Asp, getting his Ember back and destroying a pretty dangerous creature there. Particle Sweep manages to take out the Bolter, and Anthony reaps for his 4th Ember bonus.
Discard.
Red Alert is discarded, and it looks like we've got a turn there. 1 Ember goes from Anthony back to DC Trays, so it is a 5 Ember to 4 Ember in favor of DC Trays. So very close game there. Grenade Snib comes down, plays Coward's End, managing to wipe the board there. Giving himself 3 chains, but Grenade Snib manages to take 2 Ember off DC Trays. All of the Ember from Anthony goes back to him as well, so he is in a position to forge here with 8 Ember. Bumpsy comes down. Very debilitating Brobnar set here with all this Ember control. Very intimidating. Gets to 9, ready to forge a key.
Logos.
Logos is called, which means an Ember is placed on redacted.
Cyberclone, Purging Bumpsy.
Woo! Cyberclone comes down.
Yeah. Activate Fission Bloom. Howling Pit for 2 Ember.
Fission Bloom comes down with Howling Pit as well.
Drawing up to 7.
So he manages to get the 2 Ember here. DC Trace is going to end up forging at 7 because of the Titan Engineer that is not on a flank. Ladies and gentlemen, 30 minutes in and we have our first key forged. What it do? I am actually super surprised that Howling Pit is in Mass Mutation. As if Logos wasn't fast enough. Whew.
Mars. Discard this. Feeding Pit. Pass. The chain. Draw to 6.
But I think Howling Pit does actually complement a lot of the discard mechanics that this new set has, so it's going to be very interesting.
bot.
Mm-hmm.
3 reaps.
Mm-hmm.
3 hefty reaps there with the Logos turn from Chaos Chrono. Manages to get himself shy of a key. Just 1 ember shy of a key. Oh my goodness, another annoying Bumpsy. Loses 1. Grenade Snip comes down. So much Ember control from Brobnar. Insane. Both players with a lot of the Ember control coming from the creatures here. So this is very, very interesting to see. So just a reminder for you guys that Cyberclone is in fact a Bumpsy right now.
Another command, Fire Spitter, Fight Titan Engineer with Tree.
So trade before I fight 1 damage to everything on my side anyway.
Yep.
So once again, if you're wondering why the Cyberclone isn't dead yet, it's because it is currently a Bumpsy. Chaos Chrono has the upper hand here in terms of Ember. He's just shy of a key versus DC trays here in order to tie it up. But he's in a position as well with Redacted, so he's in a pretty good spot here.
Calling this.
Okay.
Essence Scale. My Demo Bot. Steal 1.
Essence Scales Demo Bot to steal 1. Beautiful there.
Using Quicksilver.
Allowing him to use Quicksilver. Whew. This Essence Scales are being put to work. Quicksilver fights into Bumpsy, managing to deal 3 damage and draws a card because of its fight effect.
Play down Dark Minion. Bonesaw comes in ready because of Destroy Creature.
Bonesaw comes in ready because of the destroyed Demo Bot, capturing 1 on the Cyberclone aka Bumpsy because of Bonesaw's bonus capture icon. Soul Keeper drops on the Dark Minion.
Essence Scale kills him. 1 damage onto Grenade Snap. Kill Bumpsy.
Pops Essence Scale to destroy the Dark Minion. Reaps with Bonesaw. Very, very sequence heavy play there, and he is up. Chaos Chrono is up. What looks like 8 Ember there.
Shadows.
Yeah.
Subtle Maul.
Shadows is called from DC Trey's side using Subtle Maul. Let's see what he can discard this time. Last time it was a very important
So I'll just throw this in here.
mark of this. Draws an extra card from Howling Pit before the discard actually takes place, and boom, the board wipe is gone.
Alright, too much to protect.
Yep.
Too much to protect comes down, stealing an extra 2 ember from
Routine job for 1.
Chaos Chrono. Routine job steals another one, managing to take him off a key. Another routine job comes down, taking a total of, I think, 6 ember from DC, 5 ember from Chaos Chrono there.
Skeleton key.
And as if it wasn't enough, we've got a skeleton key capturing 1 from Grenade Snib.
Passage.
What a hand, and what a crazy turn of events there.
7 from Hollow Pit.
And DC Trace is once again in a position to forge here.
This?
Yep.
Infernus?
Yep.
Too much to protect?
Infernus comes down, blocking,
And
purging.
pips in there.
Too much to protect.
Routine job.
And a routine job. Whew.
Was...
I'm gonna go shadows here. Subtle Maul.
Another subtle maul play from the Shadows call. And it looks like Umberbot is gone. Umberbot, one of my less favorite of the bots and fiends and whatnots.
Dodger. Naughty. Skeleton key on Naughty.
Capture on that?
Yep.
Okay.
Naughty and Dodger comes down. Skeleton Key manages to capture 1 on Naughty the Thief there.
Draw to 7.
Passes and draws to 7.
Logos?
Yep.
Fight Dodger.
Okay.
Draw a card.
Quixo fights into Dodger, allowing him to draw a card. If you guys want to see live unboxings and live gameplay as well, you can follow DC Trays on Twitch. He is DC Trays twitch.tv/DC Trays. That's DCTREYS.
Vision Bloom, blue. Damage charge, so double it up. 2 damage pips, 4 damage pips.
Fission Bloom leads to a diametric charge that deals 4 damage across the board and grants him 2 bonus
So it's
amber.
gonna wipe your board.
Okay.
So I destroyed, I lose
Yep.
2.
Yep.
And then I get these embers back.
So the board is wiped and the ember is returned, but Grenade Snip manages to actually make him lose 2.
Reap.
So, and the Reap by the Cyberclone, aka Bumpsy.
Back to you.
Mars. Start that. Gain 1.
Pops the Feeding Pit action, discard a creature from your hand. If you do gain 1, he throws away his War Drummer. Redacted is looking very, very dangerous here.
Key abduction. Gain 1.
A full hand of Mars apart from the War Drummer. What an absolutely scary thing. I would be extremely annoyed.
1, 2, 3, draw 4.
4's on your side.
Mhm.
Sorry, 4 on my side,
Mm-hmm.
and 2 on your side.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful
Choosing
Quintrino
from
Flux actually manages to take 4 out of the 5 creatures dropped by DC Trays there, and only losing his Infernus. What a timed play there by Chaos Chrono. Hadron Collision wipes the board, and once again Quintrino Flux. Choose a friendly creature and an enemy creature. Destroy the chosen creatures and each creature that share the same power as the chosen creatures. Anthony comes down, capturing all of DC Trey's Ember. Extremely swingy. Extremely swingy is all I can say about this game. What an absolute back and forth it has been. This is going to be... This game's ultimately going to come down to the ability of these decks to endure the Ember control, the creature control, because no amount of generation is actually going to be enough, because both players just have so much Ember control at their disposal.
Alright. Rodnar?
Yep.
Coward's End. Trigger that first.
Okay.
Nothing to steal.
Coward's End, making
Take 3 chains.
Chaos Chrono's Demo Alien to get destroyed first, stealing nothing, and DC Trace gets all of his Ember back, so chains himself for 3 as well, but puts him at 7 Ember, so pretty good play there. I believe we're about 45 minutes in, guys. This is a crazy game. I'm not even going to put a timer on it. We are going to finish this game, and I will edit everything in post.
Ganger. Ready, fight, Quixo.
Ganger Chieftain readies the Grenade Snib, killing the Quixo and making him lose 2 Ember there.
Ready and fight, Ganger Chieftain. Trade.
Trades the Bumpsy, aka Cyberclone, for his Ganger Chieftain, and another Grenade Snib comes down. So annoying. Screech Bomb finally pops, making Chaos Chrono lose 2 more Ember. This Brobnar suite is just absolutely debilitating.
Get a free key.
Logos is called, Redacted gets destroyed, and Chaos Chrono gets his key.
Effervescent.
Effervescent Principle comes down, making DC Trays lose half of his Ember.
You have
Oh, 8, sorry.
Yep.
So he loses 4 Ember there.
I get 1 chain.
Yep.
Fission Boom, Eclectic Quarry, get 2 ammo. Archive top 2 cards in my deck.
This is insane.
Back to you.
Just when you thought DC Trays was going to get to his second key, leaving Chaos Chrono with nothing, Redacted pops and Effervescent Principle comes down, leading to DC Trays losing 4 of his 8 Ember. Making it a close game here, guys, with 4 Ember for DC Trays, 3 Ember for Chaos Chrono, and 1 key each. That Redacted pop was super important.
Shadows. Settle Maul.
Subtle Maul has put in an absolute day's work. Blast Shielding comes down and is gone because of Subtle Maul. Routine Job steals 1, but the other one is now purged, so you will only expect 1 steal here. Skeleton Key on the Grenade Snip. Good position there.
Drop 6.
Look through discard pile.
Yep.
Both players able to maximize their board wipes because of the Howling Pit. It's almost as if the chains don't really hurt. They don't hurt, really, because of Howling Pit.
This. Dark Minion.
Dark Minion comes down. Inspector comes down.
Infernus.
Infernus comes down again, boys and girls.
Let's purge some weapons from you.
Okay.
Some jumps and you one of them. Let's.
But it looks like DC Trays has no Amber Pips. So Chaos Chrono's making the good plays here by purging Ember Control. If this keeps up, there would be a tipping point in favor of Chaos Chrono.
Ready Infernus.
So much purging done. Oh my goodness.
This one?
Phosphor Stars, the auto discard has been purged.
Infernus trades with Gnosis. Pass.
Okay.
Back to you.
As DC Trace's deck gets faster because of all the purging, his options are also being very limited.
Shadows. Naughty. Subtle Maul.
Subtle Maul comes down
I should
again.
just leave my deck open on the side.
Red alert.
Red Alert is gone, discarded because of Subtle
Naughty.
Maul. Skeleton Key captures his only Ember and puts it on the Naughty.
Pass.
And it is pass.
7. 6.
Starline's picking Americas.
Yeah.
Neutrino Flux to wipe the board. Destroy if I comes in first. I don't lose
Yeah.
anything. So get these back.
Yeah.
Quintrino Flux wipes the board. Destroyed effects trigger first, so he gets to capture those Ember.
Step Heat.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he gets his captured Ember back instead of losing it to Grenade Snip because Quintrino Flux actually
Tink.
triggers it first.
Observe you max. Get an Amber. Draw a card.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Brother.
Yep.
So I lose one.
Bumpsy, losing one.
War Drummer, return.
War Drummer, return.
There you go.
50 minutes into this game, guys, and we are at 1 key. This is going to be the longer.
Call it command. Right here.
Fire Spitter comes down, Gauntlet of Command readies him and destroys the Scout Pete.
Pass. Draw 7.
There you have it.
3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't give it.
We have to see how many cards are purged at the end of this, guys. This is just insane.
Pretty sure it took out all my tips.
Pretty sure I did. Maybe, I think there's like one actually. One maybe two. Or they're all in the artifacts.
Draw 5, 6, 6, 7.
This is very Let's go Phogos.
Okay.
Fission Bloom.
Okay.
Diametric Charge.
Okay.
Fission Bloom, Diametric Charge. Absolutely nasty combo. So he's actually going to be dealing 4 damage from the bonus icons and gaining 2 Ember. And then he deals 1 damage to a creature and 2 splash.
3 to here, 1 to here
Mm-hmm.
for the bonus pips.
Mm-hmm.
And then hitting middle, so he takes 1 and 2 to the neighbors, so the big guys would die.
There we go. You guys can figure the math out. I don't really like Titan Engineer personally because it hurts you too. And he has 2.
Mars.
Bruno Mars is called Feeding Pit.
Roger.
Destroys the Dodger in order to gain 1. Well, discards it. Will we see an army of Mars dudes? We will!
Discard that. Flip it. Check. Okay.
Particle sweep to take out Liquid. Oh, sorry, no, Mind Warper.
Particle Sweep destroys Mind Warper.
Hadron Collision, take out one of your bolters.
Hadron Collision destroys a Bolter. Anthony captures all the Amber again. Whew. Yep, 1 Amber goes back.
Mars.
Yep.
Feeding Pit. Naughty. Flip it. Reaps. Green 1.
Flip it reaps, meaning the next Mars creature he plays comes in ready. It is John Smith who comes in ready. Very, very good. John Smith, a 2-power creature with the Fight Reap effect, ready a non-agent Mars creature.
Reap. Gain 1. Ready.
Reaps to John Smith, readying Blip It. Reap, allowing him to play another Mars creature that'll come in ready.
Grabber Jammer.
Grabber Jammer comes in ready!
Fight Anthony. Take
Grabber
4.
Jammer
Yep.
fights Anthony.
Bolter purges it.
Bolter ends up purging an
Fight
Anthony
Reaping.
Yep.
after reaping. So, Sleo Bolter's Reap effect deal 2 to a creature if that creature... if the damage is destroyed... If the damage destroys that creature, purge it. So Anthony is now purged, and a whole lot of Amber has just been created and generated by DC Trays. He is at 11 Amber now. Long Fuse Mines comes out to destroy Chief Teleporter Tink, and that is it.
7, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So your discard pile?
One hit.
Yeah. Mark of Dis on Bolter.
Mark of Dis on Ixilo Bolter there, taking 2 damage, forcing him to play Mars in his next turn.
This way then.
Okay.
Gateway wipes the board. Destroy each creature, gain 3 chains.
Furnace.
Yours?
No, he's just double checking.
Yeah.
So you can purge either cards from your discard pile or your opponent's discard pile. Either way, your opponent will lose Ember equal to the number of Ember bonus icons purged.
Take a chance. Let's get rid of one. Actually, already essence scale, scale and furnace, ready him, reap.
Destroys Infernus to ready and reap. DC Trace manages to forge his second key here for 6 Ember, leaving him with 4 more left behind. Chaos Chrono is at 8 Ember. Will DC Trace be able to actually take him off a key? It looks like a lot of his Ember control has already been purged, but I am pretty sure there are some lurking still.
Mars? Grabber Jammer?
Grabber Jammer comes down, making his keys cost 7. Fight Reap, capture 1.
Feeding Pit?
Feeding Pit, discarding Mass Asp to gain that extra Ember.
Nice.
Will it be enough, ladies and gentlemen?
47.
Yeah.
Chaos Chrono Forge at 7 here, and it is just a 5 Ember difference. Oh boy, we are finally approaching the clutch time.
I have 5 in my hands and 0
Start like this. Okay.
And we have another Antony with Blast Shielding, capturing all 5 of DC Trey's Ember, managing to put himself up 1 Ember swing as well. So let's see what happens here, folks.
Ragnar?
Yep. Yep.
Gonna wipe the board.
Coward's End is played, wiping the board. Putting DC Trays at 5 Ember again, and giving himself 3 chains.
Screech Bomb.
Screech Bomb manages to come down for that little bit more Ember control that he might use.
Grenade Snip.
Grenade Snip and Ganger Chieftain readies and reaps for his 6th Ember.
Gauntlet. Ready.
And he's actually at 7 Ember now. Whoa boy.
Pass check. Go to 6.
Logos. Effervescent.
Effervescent Principle, so DC Trace with 7 Ember actually loses 3. And Chaos Chrono only loses 1.
Umbra Demo.
And the bots come in with the Titan Engineer.
Ragnar?
Reaps with the Ganger Chieftain, reaps with the Grenade Snib. Lots of Ember control still on DC Trace side of the board, which is very, very intimidating and scary.
Fire spitter. Command. Fire spitter. Fight Titan Engineer. So trade.
Okay. And 1 damage.
Yep. War Drummer, return.
War Drummer comes down. Crucial card.
Fight.
Who would have thought? The card that he would have just thrown into the Mars feeding pit would have come in so clutch this time.
6 is a chain.
Doesn't really do anything though. Besides ready up his creatures for
Logos.
one more time.
Acted.
Okay.
Cyberclone. Grenade snip.
Cyber clones the grenade snip.
Run him to trade with War Drummer. Stealing 1.
Amazing. So Damobot runs
Vision
into
Bloom.
War Drummer.
Eclectic
Stealing
Inquiry,
1.
3 Amber.
Fission Bloom comes in. Eclectic Inquiry gives him 2 Ember, allowing him to archive the top 2 cards of his deck as well due to Eclectic Inquiry. And Cyberclone once again is a grenade snip, so he's actually a very good Ember controlling threat right now. With Destroyed, your opponent will lose 2 Ember.
Yep.
Let's discard that. Draw a card.
It is down to the wire here, folks, with 5 Ember each, 2 keys each, a little over an hour in.
Choice.
Oh my goodness. We don't stop.
Mars.
Yeah.
Feeding pit. Dodger.
Feeding Pit drops the Dodger in for
Sack place.
his 6th Ember.
There's 2. Yep.
Screech Bomb is sacked in order to make his opponent Chaos Chrono lose 2 Ember, and it is a Mars hand once again.
Pass check. Draw a 6.
DC Trace is at check.
Use a chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
This.
Okay.
Pick up my Archons.
Okay.
Dis picks up Archives.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Anyway,
Okay.
destroys the grenade snip, so you lose 2.
Cyberclone, who is a grenade snip, actually forces DC Trace to lose 2 Ember from the Gateway to Dis. Gateway to Dis wipes the board, giving Chaos Chrono 3 more chains here. But once again, any kind of chains right now is unaffected due to Howling Pit.
Bonesaw comes in ready.
Bonesaw comes in ready.
Inspector.
Inspector comes down.
It's gonna be 2 Infernuses here.
2 Infernuses drop as well. Let's see what is going to be discarded here, or purged here rather, by Chaos Chrono.
So for the first one, let's get rid of
Screech Bomb and Coward's End is purged.
Second one,
Looks to his own discard pile to purge 2 cards with his second Infernus,
Soulkeeper Blast Shielding.
taking both upgrades away in order for DC Trace to go down to 2 Ember left. And it looks like Chaos Chrono here is in a pretty good position
Oh, there's a capture on him as
to
well,
reap.
so-
You have to
Oh.
play him. Because you played him first. It has to go on him.
Yes, it should go on him, yes. Reap to get an Ember.
Bonesaw actually was supposed to capture an Ember, but because he was the only creature dropped first, the Ember actually goes to Bonesaw.
Essence Scale, Inspector, purge a card.
Essence Scale pops, destroying Inspector to purge a card, readying in Furnace, but we will resolve the destroyed effect on Inspector, purging. Blip, 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 blip. Oh my goodness.
Essence Scale in Furnace here to ready Bonesaw. Both of them will reap.
Okay.
And double Essence Scale actually manages to come in clutch. Ignore what I said earlier about not being able to use both of them efficiently. It looks like he manages to actually reap for 3 this turn because of it. We'll reap an extra 2 this turn because of it. So he is at check right now. Will DC Trays have the tools needed to take him off? Just 1.
Runner.
Yep.
Bumpsy lose 1.
Bumsy comes in and just like that he loses 1.
Fight Bonesaw.
Yep, sure.
Pass. Draw 2 7.
What an amazing turn of events here. I could recall just 2, 3, 4 turns ago, DC Trays actually had the upper hand with way more Ember than Chaos Chrono, but due to the Essence Scale and that big disc turn, it has managed to actually switch up and become what we see right now. We are very, very close to the end of this game, and let's just see what Chaos Chrono has in store for us.
Logos.
Alright.
Vision Bloom, Diametric Charge, with 2 Amber.
Destroys Infernus because of the Diametric Charge with the 4 bonus damage icons, resolving due to Fission Bloom. Titan Engineer comes down with Quick Soul the Adventure, and Chaos Chrono's at check with 7 Ember. Will DC Trace still have the tools here? I believe half of his deck is actually purged.
I don't have it.
And
I can only take it off.
it looks like
if you had
that
a timer,
is
though, I think you
game,
had it.
ladies and
If you
gentlemen.
had a timer, you had it.
Absolutely
This is slow game.
crazy.
Yeah.
Slow game, but because of the Ember control, back and forth was insane. This was a ton of fun. Let's see how many cards he actually managed to purge here.
9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
17 cards were
Plus
purged,
3,
ladies and
20.
gentlemen. 20 cards were purged total. 17 cards purged on the side of DC Trays. That is half your deck, ladies and gentlemen. Crazy, crazy game. Mass Mutation takes it, but just barely. The outcome could have been completely different if there was a timer, but we really wanted to ride this out because it was just so swingy and it was just fun to watch. I hope you guys enjoyed too. Thank you so much, and peace.